Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Doctor Wu Prime Commander Toxic Limited Edition. So with this video we're going to unbox him live in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We're then going to have a quick comparison for a bit of fun with one of the figures who he's sort of based upon. We can then also have a look how he compares to his original owner of the mold, shall we say, and then we can give you an idea of how he scales or how big he is compared to lots of other figures as well, just to give you an idea of his scale. So as you can see, loads to go through with this video. So as I start to pop all these away, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out. Also to hit the like button if you like the content, because I've got a complete playlist of Doctor Wu figures and many others as well. So here's the packaging. It is really nice, it is nice and small, and as I say, he is called Prime Commander Toxic Limited because they can't call him Optimus Prime, because this is a product made by Doctor Wu. He transforms and he's not licensed by Hasbro or Takara. He fully transforms, you can see there he is. I've just took him out of the package to make the video a bit faster, and I know I sound like a broken record when I mention these, but I really like these because these remind me very heavily of the Takara World's Smallest Transformers toy line that was out in 2003. So as I say, these were all official little products released back, well, yeah, 20 plus years ago now, and I suppose they're a bit like these in the fact that they are Micromaster scale sized figures. So they do come with instructions, because as I'm going to show you in a second, and you may have seen things like this before, they're considering for their size, there's quite a lot going on with them. There's also a collector's card, which again unfortunately is a direct rip-off of Takara's masterpiece and Japanese figures. The Transformers, when they were released, they had them as well. So he comes packaged in this clamshell, and as I say, I just think these are so much fun, and I really wish that it would give Takara Tomy the impetus again to start making these little figures, because they are so much fun and there's so much detail going on with them. So to be honest, I think I'm going to start off with the alternate mode, and we'll come back to this in a second. So just to give you an idea, as I say, it's not just a super simple just fold it over. There's more detail going into this than there was in the very first. And again, of course, you know, we're talking 40 years difference, but there's so much more going into this than what there was even in the G1 Optimus Prime figure, which of course is a completely different size. If you want to see this in a little bit more detail and slowed down, there is transformation process videos on this, but what we're looking at doing here is we're going to just get him into his alternate mode pretty quickly so we can have a look at that. And this might again give you an idea of just how small he is. So you saw we span him around at the waist. We've got to move the wheels out of the way. We've got to correct the orientation of the arms to get the trailer to fit. Then we're going to close the legs right up, and then we're going to cover the gap up with the side guards like so. So you'll know if you've pushed it all the way up or not, because it won't tab in. So very quickly then, to give you an idea of the size of this, let's fold them down as well. That's going to attach on. So with regards to some modern, well, I was going to say modern day figures, but to be honest, I've got some Micromasters here. So there is a Micromaster, but he's in his robot mode. That's not what I was looking for. There's a Micromaster from Earthrise in his car mode, alternate mode. You can see it's much bigger than the cab there. So it really is quite a tiny looking figure. I'm trying to see what else I've got here. I've got a Japanese trailer from the Operation Combination, I think it was, because I think it's Rodimus Prime. If not, I'm just giving you an idea of the scale. Now this is the original trailer to the official Takara World's Smallest Transformer, so you can see it's again about on par, on size with all of them. There is a G1 Bumblebee. This is a quite small deluxe figure from the main line, and then if we wanted to, we could go a little bit bigger, but there's not much point because it's just gonna, as I say, give you an idea just how small this figure is. So let's have a look what else we can do, because even though it's small, there's other things you can do with this. There's other things inside the trailer. He says there should be. I've not opened this yet, but yes, there is. Brilliant. So we do have a little roller, all with little individual wheels. That is a very small little roller. You can as well use this a bit like they have, like, you know, in the bigger figures, like a repair bay. You can attach the little arms. There's two little arms. You can attach these to the, well, to be fair, you'd want these attached to the top, wouldn't you? So where the gun and where the axe is, which we'll have a look at in a second. So they even come with the Energon axe. There's even a lot of molding detail on the inside there. So you can now obviously attach these parts to it. So it can be like the repair bay, like you see them do with the main figures in lots and lots of Optimus Prime versions. Funnily enough, I'm going to leave that like that for now, and we're going to get him back into robot mode. So let's open this up, open that up, slide the legs right the way down, fold up the feet. Let's set the arms free by moving the wheels out of the way. The only negative with these little figures, and I tend to suffer from things like this, is they just batter my nails. I definitely need like a little set of, maybe not with these aren't as bad, but like maybe like a set of pliers, little tweezers. Pliers is probably the wrong word, to be fair. Right, let's tuck the wheels up, fold this over, rotate the top, or like a little spludger, because my nails get destroyed with these little things. But here he is in his robot mode, and that is really well stuck together. So as you can see, there's a lovely bit of detail on the head. You can see the yellow eyes. You can see there's ball and socket joints at the shoulders, well, the swivel joints actually, hinges. There's ball and sockets at the bicep. You can class that as a waist swivel, even though it's a bit higher. There is ball and sockets at the hips, so you can do the kick out to the front. There's still a knee bend, and I suppose you can count these as ankle tilts and rock as well, because they are on ball and sockets. So as I say, for its size, incredibly detailed. It's uncanny, the difference, as I say, between this and the original figure from all them years ago. It's just great to see. It really is a lot of fun. Let's do some more size comparisons then while I'm here. So that's a G1 Optimus Prime. There's a standard deluxe figure that's out about now. There is a core class figure, so you can see these really are tiny compared to them. With regards, as I say, to normal Micromasters, a little bit bigger. This might give you more of an idea. So we're talking about the same size as your cassettes in the Generations or the Studio Series 86 toy line. So that's all your mainline figures. Let's bring in some other ones, other third-party ones, to be honest. So this is not for scale. This is just to give you again an idea of the size of the figure, because I know so many people who watch these channels collect so many different figures now. So let's bring in a couple of new age. Let's bring in these two. So there's a couple of new age. This one is a Mech Fans Toys. Is he going to stand for me? So these are all what's known as legend scale figures. There is an Iron Factory and there is a Trailbreaker. So as I say, they don't scale with these at all. They do scale with Micromaster figures, and they do not scale, but they work amazingly with official Takara Titan figures. So like your great big bases, like, you know, Guardian Robot, Omega Supreme, Scorponok and all that sort of stuff. These go amazing with them due to their, again, incredibly small size and loads of playability. So we can now attach the little Energon axe like so. That's translucent, which looks great. And then we can also attach the gun. This will just slot over like so. There we go. And of course, if you wanted to, you could stand in the repair bay there as well. But of course, the other figures, they do make more figures just than Prime Commanders, even though there has been an abundance of them released over the last, I think, 2 years or so. I was quite late, to be honest, in getting these. This is just a select few of them. I do have more. I'm going to do a collection video soon, because there's a few more I need to review, and there's a few more I need to, as I say, just showcase on here. That's just a few. That's all using the Optimus Prime mold, and they do make really tiny little figures. This one is a swoop, and then I'm sure I've got a sound wave at hand as well. There we go. And then finally from Dr. Wu, just for this little video anyhow, is a Ultra Magnus. And then of course, very quickly, just because I said I would, and of course this is now based on the laser version of Prime anyway, But there you go, guys. That's pretty much all there is to say about these guys. They're so much fun. Lots of these you can't really get anymore on most websites apart from AliExpress. So if you're after any of these, AliExpress. If you're after any of the newer ones, of course, don't forget to try out Show Z, and of course use my code as well, as it will greatly help me out. There you go, guys. Not much more to say. This is Dr. Wu's take on a MicroMaster Toxitron figure. Let me know what you think in the comments. Take care.